everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas and welcome to another episode of Drive to the Axe-Fx 3. Today we are checking out a homegrown pedal straight from Fractal called the Midboost. Without any further ado, let's jump right in and check out this Midboost. So this is Midboost right here. I mean, there's actually no picture of it because it doesn't really exist in real life per se. It exists only in the Fractal units. There's a bunch of words here, but the most important ones kind of back here. It's boost your mids. It kind of sounds like a cocked wah in a fixed position. You can get a similar tone using the GEQ block, but this model, you can add distortion on it. A little tweaking, you can get Brian May's tone. We're not going to even attempt to do that here today. Note that this model sucks a considerable amount of bass out of the signal, but you have a drive and a tone parameter that we are going to mess with. And let's check it out here in Axe Edit. By the way, using my parts caster, Warmoth neck, Fender body, we have some bare knuckle pickups, we have a Rebel Yellow bridge, we have some Irish tours for the singles. Going to be in E flat. Amp we're using is the Revv Green 1. This is the tone that I got set up today. The Midboost also is available in the preamp section as an input boost. We are going to check that one out today as well as checking this one out here. So this is your Midboost. You have a drive, tone, mix, and a level. It is very similar to a lot of the other drives in the Axe-Fx itself. I'm not going to be messing with any of these right here. We're going to keep it straight on basic. As you heard in the intro, I kind of had it like on 7. Let's dial it back to, let's like go like with 3. And I'll mess with the tone too. So this is what it's going to sound like with it off. And I'll go through my different pickup positions and let's hear what it sounds like, and we'll do some talking. So that is Midboost. This pedal it's quite interesting. The very last thing I played, I kind of liked how that sounded. It kind of gave it like a real hot, raw, kind of in-your-face sound. And as you can see with the tone knob, it has a lot of brightness on tap. So whenever I went to my single coils, that is why I rolled them down, because I didn't want it to be too ice picky. And I find with the drive, kind of like in low levels, it doesn't quite get it done. You kind of have to push that drive up to kind of give it some oomph in it. And the tone, like I said, the tone is kind of like just wear on the side of trying to keep things a little dark, and you'll kind of be successful there. If you do lower the level a little bit, you kind of can tame it to where you can get like some like kind of like low gaining type tones, like this, for example. But it kind of doesn't do it much justice. I find like you got to keep the volume up, you got to keep the drive kind of up, like up above 5. So let's check out the drive, the mood boost in the amp itself now. So I'll do it with it off, do it on, do it off, then turn on, and then I'll mess with the boost level. To tell you the truth, guys, I kind of rather it from the amp and the preamp block right here. It doesn't lose as much bass, and it just kind of sounds a little bit more fuller, and it's less finicky, if that makes any sense. Alright guys, I am not going to keep you here because that is pretty much it. That is a mid boost. It has its uses, but it's kind of in a weird spot. Because I think if people are going to use like a mid boost, I think they're probably just going to do something different. I would even use a micro boost, I think, over this, just because micro boost sounds a little bit better. The mid boost, it has its uses, maybe with like a different guitar, and it can kind of like supplement some of the things that it's lacking. But to me, it feels like it's in a weird position. It's good. It just feels like it's in a weird position. Do any of you guys out there use the mid boost in any of your patches? Let me know. Seriously, like I think it's, like I said, I think it's good. It's kind of in like a weird position because I just feel like people would grab something else before they would actually grab this one. All right, guys, I am done. Let me know. Do you use the mid boost? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. You need to subscribe. You need to, first of all, if you thought this video was cool, please like it. I greatly appreciate it. Next, we're going to be looking at the legendary MOSFET distortion, aka the Ibanez M10 MOS distortion. These are like really expensive in real life. If you can find them, they're very expensive. That is the next one we are going to be checking out. And guys, look, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out this pedal and the Axe Effects. I know this stuff is not the most interesting all the time, but look, I try to make it the most interesting that I can. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching and being here. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.